Okay, welcome back to another training vlog. This is training vlog 13. This is actually week 6 of week 12. I can't believe that we are actually already halfway through this 12 weeks. It's gone by pretty quick, and as we're hitting the halfway point, I'm still at that point where I'm just like, man, I don't think I have enough time to hit the goal that I wanted to hit, which is to have my abs completely visible. And don't get me wrong, like I am a lot closer than I was at the beginning of the 6 weeks, and I have decreased my calories now, and I'm decreasing again this week, so the hunger is starting to kick in. So now I'm having to kind of deal with a little bit of hunger, so hopefully that's a good sign that my body weight's going to come down in time for the end of this 12 weeks to hit my goal. But you can see right here, I still have a abundant amount of body fat, especially in my midsection, which kind of makes me doubt my ability to get to where I want to be in these 12 weeks.
It'll come though. Like you'll get there. It might not be as soon as you want, but you will make it. But yeah, like you said, the 6 weeks has really flown by. Like I haven't. It's hard for me to even believe that it's already been 5 weeks, and this is going into our 6th week. Like it's really just been a blur, but a good blur. Like I feel good about the past 5 weeks, and like the remaining weeks of this 12-week cycle. Like I feel like I'm going to continue to see progress in how I want to. Like my weight it's not coming down as fast as I thought it would with where I was starting at, but I am still making some progress. And I feel good about where we're headed.
Yeah, I actually weighed in on Sunday, and I was 231.2, so I am down officially 30 pounds exactly from my starting weight back in May. On May 8th, when I originally started all of this, I was 261.2, so now I'm 231.2, so it's exactly 30 pounds is what I'm at. And, I mean, it's a good feeling seeing where I started to where I am now. And you know, the funny thing is, like, that was a comment on one of my videos, and the guy told me that I had a dad bod. He's like, it's hard to take you serious with your dad bod. And I'm not going to lie, I was kind of like, dad bod? Like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, I'm a dad and I have a body, sure, dad bod. And the thing is, it's like I hang out around a lot of guys that are dads that don't work out at all whatsoever. And they all have like pot bellies and skinny little arms, like, you know, like little 12-inch arms and no shoulders, flat, inverted, sucked-in chest, you know, scrawny little chicken legs. And whenever we go swimming or to the beach or the lake, every time, like, I dwarf them completely, and I look like a monster next to them. So when he said dad bod, I'm just like, oh, man. Oh, I'm still that fat and gross? Good Lord, man. God, I got a lot of work ahead of me if I'm still looking like a quote-unquote dad bod. But I mean, if my body is a dad bod, good for all those dads that have bodies like that, because I haven't seen many guys that have body. Like, I'm not bragging or boasting I have this amazing body, but from the people I've seen and the guys that I work with,
yeah, for sure.
It's to me, I'm like, what kind of dads do you hang out with, man? Because like no one that I hang out with, like, that doesn't spend a significant amount of time, like, even comes close to what my frame is, you know. But
you know, he's hanging out with Phil Heath, you know, Jay Cutler.
Yeah, he might live in New York. I heard the guys out there in New York, especially in Brooklyn, man, they just walk. It's something in the water, like they put like a Tren or something in the water, like Dynaball. Those guys are just walking around constantly juice, you know.
Yep. But as you talk about your weight, though, it actually does put it more in perspective for me, because, like I said, we're 5 weeks in. This is 6 weeks. This is our 6th week, and thinking about it now, like I'm down roughly like 15-ish pounds, 15, 17 pounds. So that's actually not bad for 5 weeks. I guess I was just hoping for a lot more, but I'll take the wins that I can get, though. So as long as I'm moving in the right direction, I feel I'm doing good.
Yeah, I agree. And, you know, we've joked around, kind of going back to the dad bod thing. And by the way, if you're listening to this, I'm not upset. I'm just poking fun, like, at myself and my own expense and everything. I don't take nothing to heart or nothing serious. But we always have a discussion on, like what level of fitness are you, right? And there's a potato chip scale of what your level of fitness is. So, like completely out of shape is a potato, right? That's like the beginning phases if you really let yourself go potato. And then you go from a potato to, like, a potato wedge. And then from potato wedge to like a tater tot, then a tater tot to a French fry. And then the ultimate would be a Ruffles potato chip, which would be completely ripped. So that is like your ultimate level of rippedness when it comes to the potato chart.
Yeah, it is pretty funny when you think of it like that. And I do, like, I'm still at the potato phase, but eventually I'll get to the chip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get to the chip.
yeah. I'm kind of like in between like a French fry and a tater tot right now. As I think what I'm still mushy in some areas, but I'm starting to square off and
You're
get
crisping
rigid.
up though. I mean,
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little crispy around the edges.
get into that double fried stage. Those golden edges.
Yeah. But yeah, I've made progress and I'm happy with it. Like I said, like I knew going into this back in May that I was going to need plenty of time because I knew I was a lot more fat and gross than what I was leading myself on to be. So delusionally, I was like, yeah, September I'll have my abs. And then realistically, I was like, I'm going to need this whole year, the rest of this year from May all the way until January to be able to actually get down lean enough to where I can probably actually visibly see my abs like all the time, not just in certain lighting and exhaling and breathing and stuff like that, but all the time just standing there. And that's where I want to be. And once I get to that level, then I'm going to start looking for a competition to possibly start prepping for, whether I have to try to put more size on the cut or maybe I could just start cutting for it. It just depends. And I might hire a trainer. I've never hired a trainer my whole life. I've never had anyone to do my diets for me or my programming. But if I'm going to go into a competition, I know there will be a lot to benefit from hiring a trainer because one, your worst enemies when you're dieting is yourself because you start second guessing everything you're doing. Am I eating enough? Am I not eating enough? Am I training hard enough? Am I overtraining? Am I undertraining? If I'm pushing too much? Am I not pushing enough? Like, am I drinking too much water? Am I getting too much sodium? I'm not like, and when you hire someone to do that for you, it takes the thinking out of it and the stress, and you just have to follow what they say. But then the kicker of that is, it's like almost like a scapegoat, I think, because it's like if you don't do good at your competition, you blame your trainer. Like, this is your fault. I did your diet. I did your program. You let me down. I did everything you told me to do. I followed it to the T, and I worked my tail off, and I fell short because of you failed to lead me to victory, right? So I kind of feel like you could use it almost as like a soothing mechanism if you don't do well. But at the same time, though, I really do think that there's a lot to benefit from getting a coach or a trainer going into my first competition. But who knows? I might do it all myself. Just depends on how confident I am, you know. And if I'm still fat and gross and flat and flabby and I get up there and I come in dead last, hey, it still takes more courage to do that and come in last than what most people have to even get up on stage, even in shape. There's a lot of guys that are in phenomenal shape that are still too scared or timid or insecure to get up there and compete, and they look amazing, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, luckily for me, for years now, I've been able to see my ab. Like, single.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's probably going to take me like a year or two to get to see abs, plural.
Years. Yeah, you said a year or two. Years, I think
years.
is the more proper.
Yeah. But, you know, I've always had that one ab, though. Like, just that one large, round ab.
Yeah, the Omega ab, the one unified ab working together as a single solitary unit like the Spartans, right?
Yep.
But, yeah, if you're trying to lose a pound a week, I mean, and you figured you started off around 290, and that's 52 pounds a year. And I'm already down 31 pounds, and I was at 261, and I carry a lot more muscle mass than you, especially in my legs. And it's going to take me almost probably 9 months, 10 months to possibly be able to see my abs thoroughly. So given where you started off in your body condition, it's probably going to take you closer to 2 years to be able to walk around with visible abs, like just without having to like flex or be in certain lighting, you know.
It's maybe 6 more weeks.
Yeah, six more weeks if you spend like 3 hours on the treadmill every day, or the Stairmaster not eating. But then you're going to get skinny, and no one wants to be skinny with abs.
Yep. Well, yeah, like I said, it's going to take me a while, but I'm going to enjoy the journey as best I can, and hopefully find my good, like, steady pace to get there. Like, I don't want to overdo it, like I've said before, but I don't want to underdo it either. So, like, it's going to take me a while, but I'm gonna get there, just like you will. You'll make it there. You'll get your abs. You'll get on stage. You'll do all that stuff, and it's going to work out for you.
Yeah, and it's all in time, all in due time. So, but I think that's going to be it for me on this one, man. Is there anything else you want to add or say?
No, feeling pretty good.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you stopping by and checking us out, listening. And just remember, if there's no agony, there is no braggony.
Yeah, catch you later.